All right. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Wrestling Otaku channel. I am, of course, the one and only Wrestling Otaku, your personification of excellence on YouTube and the YWC. We're the best reviews wrestling and your three-time YWC channel of the year. And I'm back here. It is now officially 1 a.m. Of course, my time where I am, 1 a.m. Eastern. It is January 6th of 2025. I have to get used to saying 2025. So wanted to go ahead and do this little live stream here. It's been a long time since I've done a live stream on this channel. It's been a long time since I've done a live stream, period. And this is the first live stream on here of 2025, my first live stream in 2025. Today is officially Monday. Yeah, Monday is January 6th, as I mentioned before. So let me just make sure that everything is good and everything. And hello to whoever that is in the chat, in the live chat there. So wanted to go ahead and do this stream because I figured why not? It's first live stream I've done in a long time. So I want to go ahead and kind of give you all my plans, if you will, for 2025 because I got plans for this channel, man. I got plans, Chico. I got plans for what I'm going to do on here. Before that, hope you all have had a good New Year's holiday. Hope you all are having a good 2025 so far. You got your New Year's resolutions and all the things you want to do and all that kind of stuff going forward. Excuse me. And mine has been all right. Yeah, satisfactory. Can't complain, at least not yet. We're currently in the midst of we're going to have our first big winter storm, first snowstorm of the year. It is actually snowing right now. I just looked outside my window. It's already snowing. They're calling for like a couple inches, I believe. So I guess if you want to call that a big storm, a big snowstorm, they've been talking about it the last few days, and they did say Monday was going to be the day we're going to have snow here. So not sure what it's going to look like when I wake up in the morning, but it's already like the roads are already covered, the sidewalks are already covered. So see how big this thing gets. They said like a couple inches, but people yesterday were kind of panicking because I guess they think this is going to be like a really big thing. I guess they're having flashbacks to 2010. If you don't know, here in 2010 we had a massive snowstorm in 2010. I'm talking like feet of snow. It was like the most snow I've ever seen in my life. Like Jesus. But anyway, so now that I got that out of the way, been having some fun. Just kind of chilling out outside of things I have to do in my life, my personal life, what have you, work and everything. That of course I take care of everything. Been enjoying myself. I actually just recently subscribed to HBO Max, or Max, I should say, because they started streaming AEW shows on there. So I figured I'd go ahead and sign up for that. I did say I would. And I want to talk about some AEW stuff. Like we had World's End a couple weeks. Well, not a couple weeks, like a week or so ago. December 28th, which was, yeah, I guess about a week ago. So yeah, that was a badass pay-per-view. Got to watch that in its entirety. Want to talk about that. I guess I will in the future. That was a great pay-per-view. Then we had our first Dynamite. Of course, this past Wednesday on January 1st, the first simulcast Dynamite. That was a great show, enjoyable show. Then this past weekend, the last few days, we had, of course, Wrestle Kingdom 19, New Japan's big show of the year. And then we had Wrestle Dynasty, which is like a crossover, New Japan's crossover, or their version of Forbidden Door. So I didn't get the chance to watch that. I might go back and I got the results, but I might go back and watch that later. So let's see. And on top of that, been watching some anime. They just rolled out they are rolling out the new season of anime. I got some new anime titles have been dropping the last few days. I'm going to be watching some of those. I'll be talking more about that on my Phantom Anime Reviewer channel in the near future. So be looking out for that. And also today, or yesterday, I should say, we had the final week of the NFL season. So the playoffs are upon us. Everything's all set. All the matchups, in the wild card round are set. And of course, as I stated before, I made the short video. The Ravens are the AFC North champions, back-to-back AFC North division champions. They are officially number 3 seed in the AFC, and their first playoff matchup is set. It is going to be the Baltimore Ravens hosting, of all the teams that they host in the wild card weekend, we host the Pittsburgh Steelers, the number 6 seed, coming out of the AFC. So Ravens and Steelers, we're going to have match number 3, game number 3 between the two. Obviously, division opponents, they split their regular season series, and now we're going to get game number 3 next Saturday, 8 p.m. So we'll see what happens with that. Ravens will host the Steelers, and I look forward to the opportunity for the Ravens to bounce these motherfuckers out of the fucking playoffs. Because if you don't know, I dislike Pittsburgh with a passion. So the Ravens go into next week, next Saturday, get this shit done, get these motherfuckers out of here. Get these fucking Steelers out of the fucking playoffs. As the old adage goes, if you can't do something, if you want something done right, you got to do it yourself. We're gonna knock these fucking Steelers out of these goddamn playoffs next week. I'm telling you right now. I can't wait. I'm already getting amped up. So better take care of business next week. That's all I want to see. Next Saturday, Ravens take care of business. Aside from that, yeah, I've been pretty much chilling. Excuse me. Oh man, sorry, I still got a little bit of a cough. But anyway, so now that I got all that out of my system, my plans for 2025. Well, it's kind of simple. I really want to get back to doing some of the regular content on this channel when I get this whole recording thing situated, because the phone that I usually use to record videos is kind of not really working right now. I'm probably going to have to end up getting a new phone, a new Samsung Galaxy, because that was a really, really high quality camera, and it's going to take a while before I, have the means to replace that, if you catch my drift. But once that gets situated, I'm going to get back to doing some regular content, and I did have some plans for videos and such. I want to get back to doing the regular wrestling reviews, specifically for AEW, obviously, Dynamite and Collision, since, there's no Rampage. Rampage, they stopped airing Rampage starting in the beginning of this year with this new TV deal that AEW's got. So Dynamite and Collision, and obviously the pay-per-views. You get pay-per-view reviews, pay-per-view predictions videos, and various other wrestling-related topic videos that I do on occasion that you've seen me do on this channel, where I talk about various, stories in wrestling and stuff like that. Another thing that I want to get back to doing, and this has been me personally, has been in the works for a while. I've been wanting to do this for a while. I want to get back to doing my exclusive podcast series, that being the Word on Wrestling podcast, which I haven't done an episode of that in over a year. So it's been a long time. The last one I did, I believe, was 34. I got up to episode 34, and then I kind of stopped. And then, as you all know, I lost my channel last February. So unfortunately, those Word on Wrestling podcast episodes are lost. Unfortunately, I won't be able to get those back. But when I get back to doing this Word on Wrestling podcast series, I'm going to, instead of starting over, again from one, I'm just going to go from where I was 34 and then go onwards. So the next Word on Wrestling podcast, when I decide to do it, and I will give a date, a time, a specific, when I decide to do it, I will give you all an update as to when I do it. I'll plan a specific date as to when I get back to doing it. But when I start doing them again, I'm going to start from episode 35, and then I'm going to continue on. So just keep the train going. And I know people are going to say, well, you started from 35. What happened to the first 34 episodes? Well, I'm explaining it here. Unfortunately, they're gone and they won't be recovered, sadly. But I'm going to continue from 35 on. So Word on Wrestling Podcast, my exclusive podcast series, returning here to the Wrestling Otaku channel at some point in the very near future. Hopefully by the end of, maybe mid to end of this month, January, if not February. Like I said, I want to get kind of situated here with my videos and my video schedule, if you will. I want to get back into the swing of doing regular videos. So once that gets sorted out, I'm gonna get back to doing the World of Wrestling podcast as well. Also, as of course I've been doing for the last several years, you're going to get the Baltimore sports coverage. The Ravens and the Orioles. Of course, we got the Ravens in this playoff mix. So I just mentioned that earlier. They are the AFC North champions. They play the Steelers, so that's in the wild card round. We'll see how far they go. And I mean, the Ravens, like, they're a team that, in some instances, like within the last few weeks, within the last month, really, they've played as good as any team in the AFC. So I think they can go as far as they want. It's just like, I think there's a couple things that are a concern, which I will touch on in the future video, but I think they can go as far as they want. I mean, there's really no team in the AFC right now the Ravens can't beat. So I'll be touching on that very soon, probably this week, since we got the Steelers game coming up on next Saturday. And then of course the Orioles, whenever they get around. So whenever baseball season starts up, I'll do, my various Orioles videos, what I think about their season, how I think they're going to do. God help that. Oh my God, that team. They already did something. They already did one thing in the off season that kind of annoyed me, but which I may talk about that later. But we'll see how they do. So Orioles, Ravens, you'll be getting those videos too. So that's wrestling reviews, World of Wrestling podcast, the Baltimore sports coverage, and then every now and then I'll do just a general topic videos where I talk about things non-wrestling, non-sports related, where if there's like something just in general, like, just like a non-sports related, non-wrestling related topic, just a general, like I said, a general topic video. If there's something that's like in the news, or if there's something that's just happening in the world that I feel like talking about, I'll just make a video about it. Just every now and then. It's not going to be a regular thing, but every now and then. And then also, going to be doing some streams like this, especially now, since I want to get back to before, like I said, once I get this phone situation, recording situation straightened out, I can do my regular videos again. But in the meantime, I'm going to be doing a lot more streams and such. And also, and I'll get back to doing this too, I'm going to do some game streams as well. Not on this channel. I'm going to do it on my Twitch. My Twitch, of course, if those of you remember my Twitch, you know my Twitch channel. Excuse me, Seiji Storm 10. So I'm going to get back to try to do some game streams and stuff, do some fun stuff, like Apex Legends, for example. They got a new season. Well, they've had a new season for a while. I think their next season starts in February, I believe. But yeah, I've been playing some Apex on and off recently. So I'll get back to doing some Apex Legends. I'll also play some other games too, because I know Apex isn't everybody's cup of tea, right? Especially right now. They're kind of sinking in popularity. Right? Their player base is kind of shrinking. So, but I still play it. But yeah, Apex Legends game streams, and I'm gonna try to stream some other games as well. Maybe some Mortal Kombat, maybe some of these other games I got here, the ones that I can stream, on the PS5. You'll be seeing those on my Seiji Storm 10 channel on Twitch. And I also try and archive some of those videos and upload them to my Wrestling Otaku Gaming channel, which I also have here on this here on YouTube. So be looking out for that as well. And let's see what else. Okay, I pretty much covered the main. Excuse me. I pretty much covered the main things that I'm gonna be talking about here. So that's pretty much all. There are a couple specific videos that I want to do, that I plan on doing in terms of various topics, things that have happened recently, with the elections, with various other things. I'm not going to say what. I'm just kind of going to, whenever I decide to do it, I'm just going to record it. I'm just going to, whenever I get, in the mood to, I'm going to record them. I'm just going to upload them. So, but there's a couple things that I wanted to speak on, and you'll be seeing that whenever I get around to recording and talking about it. But there are several things that I just really need to kind of discuss, get off my mind, what I've had on my mind that I want to get off my chest, which, like I said, whenever I get around to doing it, you'll be seeing that on here. But aside from that, that's pretty much the general idea of all the videos that I plan on doing. That's pretty much, at least for the early part, those are my plans for 2025. Now, in terms of the channel, right now we're at what, 605 subscribers, which I greatly appreciate, and it's awesome. We're seeing some growth, on the channel. At some point, obviously, my main goal is getting back to, of course, 1,000, which is where I was before. I was at 4,000, but yeah, 1,000 subs. So we're about a little under 400 subs away from that. So I'm going to try to get to that goal, going into, like I said, the remainder of this year. So we got a long ways to go. It's just the beginning of January, but yeah, I really want to get going here. Try to get some regular uploads. Try to get this, get the subscriber base up, get the viewership, and all that kind of stuff. And like I said, pretty much do what I was doing before. So yeah, so those are my plans. Those are my immediate plans, anyway. My immediate plans for 2025 when it comes to the rest of the Taco channel. So with that being said, that's more or less it. I know there's one thing I'm leaving out, but oh well. I guess I'll probably update it later. Open fight night, that may be on. That's more so a video that I do on my Fortune 4 Shooters channel. Which you never know. That might be making a comeback, maybe in the future. Oh, okay. Hello, Casey Thunder says, I did watch my first Dynamite episode 3 years, and let's just say it's not the same Dynamite I've watched 3 years ago. Well, yeah, I mean, there has been a number of changes, like, not just in terms of who's there, but in terms of the various things like, the style, the pacing, there's certain things that have changed, but there are certain things that they're still very much good at. That being, of course, the pay-per-views I think were excellent last year. World's End in specific was a really good pay-per-view. That's in contention to me for pay-per-view of the year. They still do really good pay-per-views. They do really good, really solid quality matches and such. Like the story, like in terms of the storylines, it's kind of on and off. Like in terms of TV shows, the weekly shows, there's criticism to be had, but I think the last few weeks they've had some good shows. That's just me personally. What's your take on Jeff Jarrett trying to go for the AEW World Title? Oh yeah, I've been meaning to talk about that. I think I made a post on Blue Sky, but yeah, I do not personally. It's not something that I want to see. Like, we do not need to see freaking Jeff Jarrett in 2025 challenging for any title, much less the damn world's title. So my reaction to that is no, thank you. No, I do not want to see freaking Jeff Jarrett challenging for the AEW World's title in 2025. No, that is a hard pass. I get they're trying to do this whole thing with, this is his last, this is his last. He signed this last wrestling contract or his last contract or whatever the case may be, and he's going to retire for AEW. And I get all that, but I do not want to see this man, first off, being featured on TV in a prominent role. Secondly, I don't want to see him challenging for a freaking world's title in AEW. No, there's way too many talents on that roster that deserve a spot way more than freaking Jeff Jarrett does. So, yeah, I don't. Needless to say, I don't like it. I don't like the fact that there's a possibility that Jeff Jarrett is going to be taking up major TV time or taking a major role in regards to storylines in regards to AEW. I don't want to see it, especially what they got going on right now with the Death Riders and Moxley and all that stuff going on. He doesn't fit into anything. How does Jeff Jarrett of all people fit into their current storylines? It doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense whatsoever to have him challenging for the world's title. I don't care if it's like a retirement angle. I don't even fucking like the fact that, that there's talks of freaking John Cena challenging for the WWE fucking title, possibly at WrestleMania. I don't even like that shit. So yeah, I don't like it. Needless to say, I'd rather not see Jeff Jarrett be pushed in any capacity, much less be challenging for a world title. Just no. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I'm sure I'm not the only one who's saying that. But yeah. So those are my thoughts on that. Sorry, I had to go off on that tangent. No, I just had to put that out there. Like Sting, like, I mean, he's up there in age. Like, I don't mind it if he's like just like in terms of a match. Even then, I think people will complain. But like, he went. You could not. You really could not do his because he had that retirement match last year at Revolution. You really couldn't have done that any better. Having him win the tag titles with Darby Allin. I think that was the way to kind of bow him. Send him off. It was a perfect send off. Or as perfect of a send off you could have for somebody like Sting. Like, even that is just kind of like, and I personally, this is just me personally, I'm not a big proponent of Christian Cage even being in that conversation. I know he's got that contract, that guaranteed title contract, which they basically treat it like a brief Money in the Bank thing where he can cash in anytime he wants, and he has yet to cash in, and like he's teasing it, but it hasn't happened yet. I'm not even a big fan of that. Like, with all due respect to Christian Cage, he's done some good work in AEW. Like, he was TNT champion for a time. He's had some good matches. Like, he's had some solid work. I just personally don't want to see him in the world title picture or as world champion, because what people are going to say. They're going to say, oh, another ex-WWE guy in the fucking world title picture. You know what people are going to say. So it's one of those kind of things. Like, for me, they're teasing Christian cashing in, but he hasn't. I thought at this point they would have a match with Christian Cage and like somebody like, say, Jay White, where that contract would be on the line, and Jay White would win it, and then Jay White would have a guaranteed title shot, and then he would go on and maybe cash it in on Moxley at some point, and then he would be the champion. I would take that. I would accept that. I think that would make sense. I actually think that would make sense. If not Jay White, maybe Darby Allin. Well, I don't know if Darby Allin would, cash in that fashion, but yeah, I do think at some point Darby Allin's going to be in the mix. I mean, they're kind of teasing it, but yeah. So, but yeah, so that's pretty much all I gotta. That's all I'm gonna say on that. So yeah, that's pretty much all I want to say for this video. Yes, I kind of ran off actually longer than I intended, but I want to kind of answer those comments there. But anyway, that's pretty much all I gotta say for that. So those are my immediate plans for 2025, and like I said, I may add more when this video is over. I'll probably forget something. I'll probably remember something after I stop recording. I was like, oh shit, I forgot to mention it. If I do, if there's anything I left out, I'll probably just post about it later. But anyway, that's pretty much all I'm going to say for this. So thanks for anybody who tuned in here. I know this is a late impromptu stream, but we actually did have like 6-7 people watching, so that was pretty cool. First live stream I've done in a while. We had other people watching. Now we just got 2, but shouts out to the 2 people watching and anybody who tuned in. Hope you enjoyed this impromptu live stream here for my plans for 2025. More streams coming. Like I said, until I get the whole recording deal, the regular videos and all, get back to doing the regular uploads when I get a better, more quality camera or a phone to record videos, I should say. Until then, I'll probably be doing more streams, So, oh shit! Did I freaking freeze? Oh, never mind. I thought I froze for a second. I saw the little thing around my icon freeze. I was like, oh shit! Did the stream freeze on me? Never mind. All right, let me just go ahead and close it out here. Thank you for watching once again. If you like this video, be sure to hit the like button, leave a comment, give me your thoughts on anything I touched on here, and subscribe to the channel, man, if you haven't already, man. Appreciate all the support I can get. We're on the road to 1,000. We're at 605 subs right now. Want to get to 1,000. some point this year in 2025. So yeah, we're getting back to the big 1K, man. Road to 1K. It starts here. It starts today. It starts today. So let's get it, man. Let's get it. But anyway, that's pretty much all I'm gonna say for this video. So thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna call it a stream, I should say. Probably gonna play some Apex or watch some stuff. I might even watch Wrestle Dynasty. Like, I want to check that out. Maybe I'll do it here after I stop recording, or yeah, and then play some Apex and then go to bed and then see how it looks out here. Because again, it is snowing, so we'll see how bad it is. But anyway, that's all I'm gonna say for this. So thank you for watching once more. Till next time, this has been the rest of the Otaku signing off, and I'll see you all in the next one. Till then, I'm out for now. Have a good one, and peace.